What's up, guys? Matt here. Welcome back to the Steel Forum. I know it's been a while since we've released a new video, but if you've ever spent any time editing videos, you get it. Anyway, back at the last SDS2 user group conference, summit, build forward, whatever, however they rebrand it for next year, my partner Nick gave some presentations on AI and specifically how it's affecting or will affect detailing in the future. When we got back, the guys on our team that came out with us were insisting that we have a similar discussion in our monthly Lunch and Learn. We record all of our Lunch and Learns, so our team will have them to refer back to at any time. Well, we have more than a few requests to post that one, so I sat down, ran through the recording, and cleaned it up a bit. Of course, this is construction, so you'll have to push through the numerous F-bombs, and I hope you find that this discussion is interesting and useful. If you do, leave a like and let us know down in the comments, and especially let us know what aspects of AI you find most helpful in your workflows. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well, and if you like the Lunch and Learn format, let us know that too. We might try to start posting those as well. We cover a wide variety of topics from password managers to PDF viewers, project workflow best practices to SDS parametrics and component tutorials. So let's not waste any more time and get into the video.
Today, we're going to talk a little bit about using AI in our workflow and some kind of fun tools to do it. So a lot of you are kind of like code shy, haven't used it at all, don't really want to get lost in setting up an environment and all of that stuff, to which I totally get it. So there's this nice website called Google Colab. It's at colab.research.google.com. And this is included right in your Google Cloud Suite stuff. So you get free access to this just by the fact that we have Google for Business. One of the cool things about this is that the AI will do the coding for you, but it will also tell you and help you install all of what are those called dependencies, like the little helper files and stuff like that, to get all of the stuff done that you need. What this particular product is really good at, it's Python coding, but it's step by step. So it'll run one block of code at a time. So for instance, let me just clear the outputs on this. And I don't use it that much. I usually work right in my native. So let's see. Output. Clear output. All right. So one of the tools that I use a lot when I'm working with reports is called the data frame. Data frame is kind of like an Excel sheet, but with more bells and whistles. It's actually more of a true database, but you use it kind of like Excel to reformat information. And the reason it's a little bit better than Excel is that it works really, really well with AI. You can just tell it to do what you want to with the data. And then secondly, it can handle stuff with more complex reshaping of the data and just make you new copies of the data with different names. So like it's almost like you're creating new sheets with just the information that you need. And I'll take you through kind of a quick example of that here. I'm just going to clear this output as well. So, and this 100% is just code that I have told AI to generate. I've done no actual manual coding here. Okay, so in this first comment, I said, hey, create me a data frame and load in this data to it. It's just a crappy field bolt list from output from SDS2. Okay. Mike and Dwayne, you'll recognize this. This is that kind of sunny base report with just a whole bunch of data in it. Let me just show you guys see if I can actually show you the file here. I gotta start the runtime. Content, here you go. All right. So when I try to upload this, it's gonna be real mad at me. All right. Hold on a second while I upload a file here.
So when you started using this, is this something like Gemini would tell you how to go about using all these tools and getting to know it and how the process goes?
Yeah, it tells you kind of everything. So when you start, you're just going to have basically this interface over here and then just this empty line of and you just tell it what you want to do. So, in this case, I told it load this field bolt list in as a data frame and then just show it to me. So you can see I can press the play button and then it's just going to show me what that data looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
And so this data as it starts, as it came in, was just basically everything, not even just field bolts, just every piece of material that's in the project. That's the base report. And I would say, okay, I want, let's say, just the field bolts. Okay. And I'm going to skip this bit of code because all I want right now is the field bolts. So I'm going to run this. Now it's going to take that same data frame and it's going to give me a new copy of the data with just the field bolt list.
That's right. Okay.
Okay. And then after that, okay, well, all I really needed was the Hilties. Cool. All right, let's run just the Hilties. And now it turns out that this project doesn't have any Hilties. All right, well, give me just the A325s. All right, here are just the A325s. Okay. Super, like way faster than trying to do it in Excel.
Yeah.
Right. And then also it's creating copies of the data. It's not changing your original data. So now you've got a data frame that's called A325, one that's called Hilti, right? And it's just kind of reshaping all this data. So, for my checkers, if you saw a problem in the bill of materials with, oh, he's listing this field bolt wrong. I want to know all the sheets where they have any of the field bolts that have this thing, right? Or he forgot to list the epoxy or these washers with this field bolt. Now you can come in here, load the bill of material, and then very easily just through this process of telling AI, hey, reshape this data for me to give me just this information. And now you'll have a list of piece marks with those field bolts on it. Does that kind of make sense? And then also you can share this to other teammates and you don't have to worry about sending them all of the dependencies, getting them to install it, if it's going to work on their side, because this is all running in a virtual machine that Google just starts for you automatically, puts this code in and creates all of the dependencies for you on it. What you will notice, just like I showed you there, is that any files that you store in here, it's going to erase or it's going to take that file out of the content thing. So you have to be prepared. You can connect it to Google Drive if you want instead, then it will stay in there. But if you just upload it, then it's going to lose it.
Can you create PDF reports from this easily?
Let's give it a try. What the hell? Let's see if we can do it. Let's just take the A325 only bolts. Okay, so we're going to say add some code. I'm going to say generate. From the A325 data frame, create a PDF report with a heading and a project name of Marshall Yards.
Wow. Do the thing.
Customer name of annoying fabricator. Make the report with Comic Sans font.
Oh,
Jesus.
you asshole.
Really annoying colors.
Please do it. Please do it. Should have randomly varying text heights too.
All right, now we're gonna
Basically
say
a ransom note.
Yes.
accept and run.
Cap and uncap at random.
All right. And it said, so you'll notice here, it's like, hey, I don't have Report Lab. So it fixed that problem itself. It's like, hey, all right, install Report Lab. So it's going to install it.
Do all these libraries need to be installed at the collab level, or does it run off of your local machine?
No, it'll install it in Colab. And if I
Okay.
remember correctly, once it's installed in the virtual machine, it'll stay in the virtual machine the next time you boot it.
Okay.
I think. All right, so that was successful. Let's try this again. Save play. It gave me another error. Okay.
Please
So-
note, using Comic Sans and annoying colors might make a report difficult to read.
So now I'm just going to copy and paste its error for it.
Yep.
So you're saying if we put put something in the content folder, it's not going to stay. So like we don't need to put our master copy in there.
Right.
Okay,
great.
Helvetica.
Good collab. Good collab.
Now it says it's fixed it. Let's see if it has. It was like, no, I can't use Comic Sans. Fuck off. I'm using Helvetica.
What kind of asshole would support Comic Sans?
Only a monster. It fixed it.
So it generated a report.
See. It is terrible, but it is here.
It is
Those
everything
color-
you asked for.
Those colors are bad.
Those are annoying colors.
Yeah, you got that right.
Yep. So if you continued to peck away at it and told it how to fix this report, it'll fix it for you. This isn't really the best tool for creating the final data.
Yeah.
But it is really good for shaping that data. And then you could tell it, just give me an XLS right at the end of that. Create the Excel report instead. Actually, let's try that. Say generate an Excel download. See 1 minutes. But make this one look professional and modern. Sure, fuck it. Do it after. So now it's even installing the software for you automatically that you'll require.
So while this is running, is there SDS has hundreds, if not thousands of,
Reports?
well, no, not reports, but reportable pieces of information,
Data points.
data
Mhm.
points. Is there a way to just dump all that?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and that's essentially what this file is, and there is a base report for this.
Okay.
I can't remember what it's called.
There's a parametric called model attributes that'll just vomit everything it can find
Perfect.
about every member in the job.
I'm gonna grab a
That's
drink.
exactly what I want.
It's basically pitched as a tool for learning, because then you can see all of the different data points about each member that you can then access and manipulate in your parametrics.
Yep.
But yeah, you just want it to vomit data so that you can then dial down to what you're actually after. It's a good tool for that.
This kind of ends up being the fine tool on steroids.
Yeah.
But you can also create reports around it. Let's see if it's done.
It did dump it out.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and
Well, they just kept the annoying colors.
yes, it did.
I said professional, damn it.
Yeah. But you get the idea here
Yeah.
of how this works. This is really nice for data analysis. The tool is called a Jupyter Notebook, where it runs each little bit of code individually, and you'll get these kind of helpful displays just to kind of see how the data is being reshaped as you go. to like be able to check in and be like, yes, that got what I want, or no, that's the wrong thing. I need to start over again.
How do you start over if you need to go back a step? Like you asked it to do something and what didn't come out right? Like, can you back up or do you just reshape the question again?
Yeah, you just tell it, fix it, right? You just say, hey, you didn't give me the right data. That is not what I meant, right?
Okay. I didn't know if since you could delete those sections, I didn't know if it changed the way it did things or not.
Yeah, you can also just delete that bit of code and start over again and say, just describe what you want maybe more clearly, or just sometimes you just have to say it again. Be like, hey, you didn't do what I wanted. Give me this in a different way.
So I like how this, like you said, it takes you through step by step. So once you've got all the steps together, can you tell it, hey, run step 1, then run step 3, then run step 2, then run step 4, and make me a tool that will run all these things in succession and save that off?
I imagine you could, yes.
Okay.
I haven't tried it.
Well, I think the little arrow buttons at the top there can move the section up or down within the code
Oh,
body.
sure.
Yeah. So what I would do to do that, honestly, is I would delete the sections that I didn't want in another
Yep.
copy of the notebook, and then you could just run all, and it'll just
Oh, I see.
run them right in succession. But you can also export this as just Python code that'll just
Okay.
run normally if you want to.
Yep.
And obviously you can do a lot more with this. There are different applications and different ways for it to be helpful. It doesn't necessarily need to be with this. The other day we ran into a problem on a railing project where the contractor wanted to change all the hole dimensions for the CNC data. And if we had wanted to go in and change the model and re-output that, it would have changed all the piece marks. Well, CNC data is just a plain text readable format. So we could just throw that into a notebook and say, hey, write me some code that goes in and changes all of the lines that say, I think it's HO or something like that, with a dimension of this to be this other dimension. And now it's going to go through and generate your code and do all the stuff that you need to do without having to go back and rework that model. While I don't necessarily expect any of you to take that up and just do it, right? You're of course welcome to try, but also just knowing that this tool is available and quick makes it like much more approachable to be like, all right, I can go. I think we can go achieve that goal and find it.
Right. And if you know what's possible, then, maybe you raise your hand and ask the questions. It's kind of one of those, I didn't know what I didn't know. So if you didn't know this existed, then you don't know to ask. But now having seen it, even if you can't wrap your head around it initially, grab Nick, grab myself, preferably Nick on this.
Are
I have a minimal understanding.
the file paths, are they all connected to like the shared drive, or is it all virtual on the machine?
So it's attached. It's got its own, it really does. It creates its own computer installation of an operating system just for this and puts you into it. So you're automatically in this content folder when you go here, but you can instead attach it to your own Google Drive, and
Oh, okay.
it'll mount that for you, and then it'll kind of stay present for you later.
If you mounted it to the Google Drive and we're putting, say you're dumping out a data report from SDS, like just putting it in there into a specific folder or whatever, like it would always be there for you to go, I need to grab this report and it's there. You don't have to go like copy it, put it in content or upload it or anything like that. Like it's just a matter of going to it.
Yeah, exactly. So you can create a workflow where you don't have to touch it other than to hit the run button and put the folder where you want it, and it'll be there and run the same every time. I'm not sure if this, so I just opened this. This wasn't actually built in here, but I'm just going to talk about it as opposed to running it here. So I was checking some anchor bolt drawings, and I am the laziest son of the bitch in the world. So I didn't want to go through and count all the different types for the different anchor bolts, right? So I told it, load up the PDF using this tool called PyMove PDF, go through and highlight all of the ones that are of that type, and then create it with the subject of whatever type that is, right? So then I could use in Bluebeam to search for, to just sort by the subject, and it would give me this kind of report. Then I said, after that, I want you to count them and give me a spreadsheet of all the different types and sum them for me. So it read the PDF, found all the type 1s, type 2s, type 3s, type 4s, type 5s, and then gave me a sum of all of them. So I didn't have to go through and count those manually. And now not only do I have that for this job, but if I want to do it again next time, I could just come back and run this code again, and it'll find all the different types and give me a sum of all of them.
Will it detail a stair for me?
When it,
Damn near.
If you could take it step by step through that process, yes, it could detail a stair for you.
Oh, we don't want that.
Oh,
when
wait.
you when you create like say you can use this one again, when you create it and you save it, where does it save to? And like when you create another one, does it just name it something like you have to,
It's saved to your account, right? I think it might create a spot for it in Google Drive. I'm not exactly sure where it goes, but it's saved in the cloud.
Okay, fair enough.
So how do you, from here, how do you go back to your reporting one?
So you just go
file
open, yeah.
Okay.
Open notebook, and that was that notebook
Gotcha.
demo. And when you do that, you can see over here, it's reinitializing your back end. Because if you leave it idle, it shuts, just like we do, it shuts down its virtual machine. And then the files, this one, I don't know if it's got like a time limit on it, but you can see that the data is still here at the time. Eventually, it'll kill that data and you'll have to reload that file. But again, if you connect it to Google Cloud, you won't have that problem.
What options do you have on the dots out next to the Excel or the PDF? Okay, standard stuff. All right.
Yep.
What does add to Gemini do?
I know. It probably just lets you ask. Yeah, it lets you ask questions about it. So,
okay, I see. Add it.
Basically, just paste it in as part of your prompt, so now you can write a question about it.
Got it.
So let's go to the Notebook LM thing. All right, so this product is called Notebook LM, also from Google. Okay, make sure to attach it and make sure that you're signed in as your work account, because you'll see that you get this Pro icon, because this is included again with your Google tools. How this works is it lets you build your own AI model with only documents that are important to you. In this case, we found that Makuch's steel standards were really annoying. So I said, let's try AI. Let's put that in, and we can ask it the questions that we need. So I'll use the same example that I did at the conference. How should I handle vent holes for this customer? Okay. And what I've loaded here is basically their whole standards, their whole customer file. Okay. So it's going to look through all of these, and it's going to explain all of their requirements to you in plain text. So you'll be able to see all the instructions for how do you handle vent holes with Makooch. And what's kind of really cool is not only does it tell you, but the really important thing is that it gives you references from the actual documents as to where that information came from in their book.
So if you click on the numbers there, it expands the references, or does it take you straight to the, okay.
It takes it right to that section in text. What it doesn't do, and I haven't figured out yet, is like it won't take you to like the page in the PDF with the like if they have drawings and stuff like that. So you'll have to find that on your own, or until I figure out how to go right to the PDF. But it takes you to the spot in the source that it came from.
Do you have to specify for this customer on that? Or
no, because this one only has one customer's file, that would have figured out that I meant this one.
But if you just dumped everybody's PDFs into the same one, you would have to specify for Makooch or for Sunny or whatever, so it knew where to look.
I think that would be a bad idea. I would create one for each customer.
Limiting individually.
Yeah. So like, because you don't want it filling in the blanks if it couldn't find it in one customer, going to look at another customer and being like, oh, well, they don't say anything about it, but I still need to give them an answer. So I'm going to look in some other set of documents.
Yeah, say
And
the
then it,
thing. Say the
yeah.
thing.
Oh.
Say the thing.
It'll lie to you with the confidence of a GC who tells you the anchor bolts will be ready on Monday.
I was talking about your best employee.
Oh, yes. Yes. You have to treat AI like a really smart employee who sometimes shows up drunk. That's good policy with AI in general, right? Like it'll do really cool shit, but every once in a while it's just wildly wrong. So that's why these references are important. Like don't just trust what it says. Take a look and make sure that yeah, okay, it's quoting directly from here.
But it saves
Um,
you a lot of time searching through their 30 freaking different manual files.
yeah.
And we have to set up these customer files ourselves.
Well, so when you're working on a job, you set one up for the job if you're the first one to use it, and then you just share it to
Sure.
whoever the
Okay.
hell needs it. But also, like, you might want it customized for just you. It's so quick to create these, right? You can add your own notes in here afterwards, and maybe those notes are important to you, or like, hey, fucking dumbass, like, you've been told 4 times to do this thing and you didn't. So make sure you do this thing. And so you can make it custom for you. Like if this was for Matt, I'd be like, did you show your vent holes? Like every time or your safety
OSHA
holes.
holes.
Right. Every time it popped up, like, hey, like one of the questions is, how do I submit drawings for approval? And
Through the
so I
internet.
would, yeah, if this was for Matt, right, like I'd have a note on here that said before you submit any drawings for approval, make sure that you've added safety holes to the columns wherever you need them, right? But this will take you through and
So like
give
if
you
I
all
wanted,
of,
so like if I wanted to make like a double check for my like detailing and stuff, I could throw in like the SDS detailing manuals that we have on the reference, and then I could use this to search it.
yep,
Okay.
yep.
Okay. That's what I was thinking.
And it'll pull from all of those different documents and give you useful information.
Can you show us how you share that with others?
Let's see what happens here. So let's try Dwayne here. Oh, there we go. It's got your contact information right there. If I want to add a welcome note, I'm even going to spell your name right out of disrespect. There we go. And then if
I
you
get an
want
email.
to,
Yeah, I get
yeah,
an email about it. So okay.
you want to give it a shot and see if there's any like stuff that creates a problem for you.
So then we could do a group that's everybody at the company. Instead of having to pick everybody's names, you could just do like, hey, this is for their standards. Everybody should have access to this. Send it to
Yep.
You know,
everybody.
what's that email look like? Is it just a link that will open this, or do you already have to have this and be a part of a group and all that?
Dwayne, now be able to tell you.
I mean,
It
this is
looks
just a website.
it's
You should
opening
just
up
hit a
just like
link.
Nick. Yeah, it's just a link basically with
No
what Nick
shit.
had active to start. Yeah.
Wow.
Can you like favorite the website or what? Because it looks like it's just a
Yeah,
page.
it's a full link. The only thing is, so if you've got multiple accounts, like I
Oh,
do,
off the
like
user.
yeah, yeah. So this right now, I'm signed in as United Structural as my third account.
So a quick way to get to this, if you're not looking specifically at the link, you know how in your email you've got the little 9 dots, the waffle thing there for Google Apps?
This one.
Signed into your work email, click on that, scroll down to the bottom or near the bottom, and you'll see that little logo right here. That's the Notebook LM logo.
Oh, yes.
Oh, there it is.
I haven't really used this for checking drawings yet. I would be curious how it worked. If you could, be like, hey, what sheets have W18 by 35s on them? And here you go. Here are the
You
sheets
can
with
use it
18
as
by
a
35s.
a searching kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah, because
pre-check.
man, I don't know about PDF Exchange, but Bluebeam search is terribly slow and weird. I,
Wow.
I I do not like it. Another example that I gave is if you were working for a quality certified company, right? Like you could just ask it what documents need to be maintained by the detailing department. And it'll go off and do that. But you can tell it to like I asked it, hey, can you make some flashcards? I have not looked at these yet, so let's see what it does.
Oh, I finally finished them.
Yeah, it did. It took like a week, but like here's a nice little flashcard. And then like what's the purpose of the QAM?
And it does that from the. Yeah.
It's from the content, right? So I gave it the AISC manual on this.
I wish I would have had that when I did my CWI exam.
Yeah. Right. So my guess here is quality management system. Let's see. Contract. Oh, I was wrong.
Whoa.
Hold on. Uh,
The documents
Oh,
that define.
Okay, I guess I get it. He came in drunk that day.
Yeah.
Term, fabrication.
A little bit simple.
Executive management.
So we could do one with just the steel detailing.
Detail
manual
drawings.
And
Smarts. Oh yeah, detailed drawings.
Do I get a buzzer?
It will also make you a podcast.
Oh, right.
no.
It
Did you
will
figure-
absolutely make you a podcast.
Did you figure out how to get it to give you an audio format of that?
Yeah, that's the podcast thing.
Okay.
Video overview. So will it create an AI
Give
virtual
me a
person?
video
Yeah.
of Mike and Mike talking about something.
Mike and Mike in the morning. Talking about steel.
That'll take a bit.
It says a few minutes. It'll be quick.
Well, we'll go on to our other thing and then we'll come back and we'll see if it generated anything.
Flashcard said a few minutes too.
Yeah, it took like this. I was waiting days. I just assumed it had crashed, and then I came back in now, and it was like, oh, it's ready. Like, okay, cool. So don't expect it to be all that quick. All right, so let me switch here. All right, so this is called Firebase Studio, and this is made to build full front end compatible complete apps. Okay. It will do anything from a calculator to a report generator to whatever you want. So today, just from a sample prompt, let's do a stair calculator. Stair heights. It would take in dimension for the height of the stair.
Will it just know what rise and run is, I wonder?
Let's find out.
I think it will.
Yeah, if you just said rise and run, it might.
Report of the rise and run.
Is this also in Google?
Yep, this is also a Google product.
I did not see it in the standard list of apps, so I'm not sure
No, you
where
gotta
exactly
search
you
for
get
it.
it.
Yeah, you gotta go this one. What else should we tell it here?
The treads have to be 11 if you're only giving it the height. Then it
Or
would be
better
able to
yet.
figure out the.
I want to see if it'll meet the
Make sure it adheres to
stairs
OSHA standards.
compliant.
There you go.
The latest IEC
IBC, yeah.
for commercial buildings. What else should we say? Make sure all input and output is in architectural. What are they called? Units?
Serial.
Thank you. Imperial units. But with
That
a
European crap.
display of metric units. Make
Also-
the interface code compatible.
Sweet.
Okay. What else do we want?
Also give me the ability to change the number of risers.
Yeah, make it
Alter the data.
live or what'd you call that? Yeah, dynamic.
Let's see, and generate
A picture.
accurate
I want a picture.
2D sketch of the layout.
Bring in Clippy if you're having trouble.
The resurrection of Clippy.
Include
Clippy's a
an
fossil compared to
animated
this.
dinosaur
Going up the stairs.
climbing the stairs.
I feel like it was almost there, and then it was like, nope, dinosaur, I'm out.
That's
Which
the
one
part
of
that's
us-
going to do really well.
Which one of us is
Yeah.
drunk?
That's just a response. It's like,
You called me drunk, motherfucker.
Animated dinosaur.
So now it went and explained to you basically what it thinks you just said. So after that, you can just say, yeah, let's fucking go. Let's see what you can do. And so this is in a virtual machine too. So not only is it going to write the code, but it's just going to show you what it looks like and let you run it, like let you interact with the app. And then you just tell it, hey, you fucked this up. You fucked this up. It does a pretty good job of recognizing errors on its own and then just trying to fix the code until it runs correctly. This one is particularly stubborn when it gets in a bad loop of doing something that you don't want it to do. So, like, a lot of times, like, you have to just fucking beat it in the head. I think, Jason, I sent you, like, a conversation that I had back and forth with this
Yeah.
fucking thing of, like, no, fucking seriously, I stop doing that. I don't know. Please stop. It's not working.
I built my first project with Firebase this weekend. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's ironic for the boiler.
Yep.
Firebase,
The-
huh?
Yeah.
woo, woo, it's on fire.
The first, it is super easy to get close to what you want, and then super fucking frustrating to get exactly what you
Yep.
want.
So after this generates, so
Yep.
what do you do? So it's interactive on here, but how do you take it into an app or web base? Like, where does it host?
So it allows you to publish it as a actual app, but also you can just share the link to the like preview thing, and then other people will be able to, use it within your organization. But like if you got to something where you're like, no, I'm done with this, I'm ready to go. Let's make like it will put in place all of the back end system requirements to make it a web app for you.
Yeah, a web app, but like an SDK for
Phones and tablets and stuff.
for Android or
Yeah.
whatever that other one is.
And then you would just have to find some hosting software to have that if you wanted multiple people or whatever to have access to it.
Yeah, that's you could also just download the code and you can create your own stuff around it. Like it is not restricted in that way. It's just much easier to publish it. And you know, that's their sales pitch is you could just fucking hit this publish button, connect it to a billing account, and you're set. It's ready to go. And we've
Oh,
got
baby.
let's see.
Oh,
Oh,
Like
let's see.
dinosaur.
here's the dinosaur that broke it.
But well, let's see how it did. Who's got their calculus? So it's got riser height of 6 and 11/16, 16 risers. That sounds like a lot. Okay, that sounds right.
I mean, if it's 6 and 11.
Tread count, tread depth, it got 11 inches, got the total
Wow.
run, 13 foot 9. And it did not follow my instructions as far as accepting feet and inches input, but I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time trying to get it to.
Well, it's output it the way you asked.
Yeah, you asked it to output it, not input it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Secondary dimension of metric.
Well, let's see. Make sure all input and output is in architectural imperial units.
Well, fair enough then. It failed.
Yeah.
It was the and. I wonder if you separated them, it would have been that way.
Well,
Asked it
what caused it
twice.
to fail?
Oh, so it's trying to generate the sketch using AI as opposed to I want you to
Oh.
just draw. So let's fix that. Don't use AI to generate the sketch.
Where did you see that error?
It's asking me over here to put in a Gemini API key for the
Mm.
use traditional SVG methodology. What's the other thing I was gonna tell it to fix?
You want your inputs to be.
Um, also fix the input to allow type feet inches format.
Well, like you said, it's really good at getting close.
Yeah, and I mean, it's kind of like complaining that the replicator's tea was a little bit sour, right?
Right.
It's like, it just,
But it will, even if it won't, it will confidently tell you, of course I can do that.
yeah,
Yep.
absolutely, I'm gonna do it.
It's not gonna be like you're dreaming.
Yeah, it's not real honest.
Right. Write me a fucking check if you want that shit. Like, get the fuck out.
That sounds like $1 billion idea. I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, no, what it should do is it should preview, it should have the free version, which looks a little shitty, and then it should give you a preview of if you
The
paid for
paid-
the premium.
Go
Oh,
for
look,
our
it's got
subscription
a,
service.
it's got a dinosaur.
No way.
Uh,
Kind of have to use your imagination, but
A Stegosaurus Rex.
Ah,
That's funny.
Total rise 8'10".
let's see. Show your work on the math in a text box under the results. Always tell AI to show its work.
so that you have a check for it? Like you can-
Yes. So you could, because it literally, it might have just told, instead of just doing the math, it might have told it, run this shit through AI. And AI is notoriously bad at math.
It's just numbers. How's it
Which
bad
is
at that?
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AI
Well, if you
handles
would have come to my session on how AI works, you would understand why.
Yes, those of us that were there get it.
I'm sure there's a video somewhere of that.
No, recordings are banned. Although they've stopped mentioning it because we've stopped making YouTube videos, I
I
guess.
kind of want to leave this here forever just so I can just preserve how badly AI did that generated sketch bit.
Can you tell it like show the lines of the stair or
That's what I assumed it would do. I don't know
we
what
actually see?
this is.
It's just
Just say, in what world have you drawn a stair?
so I
Nope.
guess
Well, it's
Jason,
pretty.
we don't have to worry yet.
start with total rise. Estimate riser count by event. 16 risers. Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Oh. I will show off just one other example here. of something a little. Well, maybe I'll show two.
Oh, this sounds good.
So when it's unarchiving, is basically it's spinning back up that virtual computer. So what this project does, it allows you to load basically just a list of materials with their points. It's just in a JSON format that we wrote from our takeoff software. Let's see. Let's grab those from downloads here. So this is just a list of the members in just a plain text format. And it's going to visualize for you basically the erection of this building based on that. You know, if it was erected by an idiot, but still.
Wow.
You could probably change that though, right?
How it loads in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote this one in a day, so I kept the rules really simple as far as like I want you to start from one corner, put up all of the columns, and then put up the beams. And I basically told it follow the total distance from the origin as to what order to put them in, with the farthest ones being first.
Oh, wow. So then if you had sequences that were like, yeah, if you had more of that information in there.
Yeah. And then like for instance, I told it to put this label on all the beams and have the label kind of follow so it's always facing you.
Mm.
Where's the stair?
We haven't gotten to stairs yet, but like you
AI
could
can't
see,
quite do stairs yet, Paul. Your job's
right?
still safe
Well,
for now.
judging by the dinosaur sketch.
Judging by the dinosaur, you got a few years. You're all right.
Let's try something just for fun. Let's see. Change.
I would have liked if it would have just taken like either the T-Rex straight out of Jurassic Park, or even better yet, just a little fucking Barney trying
Yeah,
to track
that's
up
what
the
I was
stairs.
picturing, honestly. A little cartoon 2D Barney.
That's what I was hoping for too.
Can you ask it to have a T-Rex eat the building?
Is that the demolition part?
Fuck Esta modeling. We've got a video rendering of a T-Rex demoing your building, and then it realizes its tiny hands it can't erect the building over again, so it gets a new dinosaur to replace it.
This is what's going to happen if you don't send us our check.
That's straight up Flintstones. You got the Brontosaurus as the crane.
Yep.
Yep.
But like this also, it does demonstrate a problem with this. Like, no matter, I've had a really long conversation with this thing about the fact that it's rotating about half of the beams wrong
Yep.
Yeah.
on its axis. And if I remove the
Oh.
animation, it works just fine.
What's
It's
interesting, if
somewhere
you
in-
rotate back, that beam that's rotated wrong looked like it was right.
I don't think so.
No, that one was always wrong.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Hmm. Can we
Well, that's
export this to VR and walk around some more? There we go.
hell yeah. And that is in there. It's got export OBJ, and that'll take you to VR. So you were joking, but
No, I wasn't. Trying to find a use for my headset.
Yeah. Oh,
So
I showed Matt some shit with my headset the other day. Like I actively work in my headset now for a couple hours a day. It's fucking sweet.
What?
Hey, can we do a video conference call with each other with those headsets?
Yes, if we all had, like, you remember that gravity sketch thing I showed you?
Yeah. Oh,
We can
Jesus.
meet in that room with the 3D objects in the space with us and be like, oh, here, look at this part of the model, and here's the draw. Like, bring the drawing over and be like, see how this doesn't. Yeah, you could do that. Now,
I
would
have
it be
spent-
efficient? Absolutely not.
No.
But it
right?
would
Yeah.
be fun.
I have
It would
spent
be
too much time in security at this point. I just thought to myself, does that mean that I could reach through and touch Jason's keyboard and start fucking with his computer?
No.
Like if they made sure to patch that?
yeah. So see, I gave it that instruction to change all of the 16 by 26s to blue, and it rewrote the whole code. So now it's got something else going on here.
No, it's dismantling.
We're dropping it from a
Oh,
plane.
yeah.
We're airdropping your building.
So
And there are no
Maybe
columns.
the
And there are no
columns.
and there
columns.
are no columns, but all the beams are blue now.
Yeah.
That's where you
Wait,
ask
are
it,
they
like,
all
where does the
rotating
columns
correct?
go?
Right. And
think
it's fucking drunk today, right? Like it's fucking drunk. So
Yeah, but
you
they're not
gotta,
rotated now. They're all correct.
yeah,
Send it out for approval. It's good.
that's great. So you gotta take it with a grain of salt and be a little bit cool about it. But I'll show you just one more tool and then we're done here.
So
Can you guys
like that, you're within a week of developing the tool that they've been showing off at SDS2, where you you can like quality check a beam, right?
that's the really annoying part is I'm like, we're really, really close. And then like you'll spend a whole day and accomplish nothing because AI is
Yeah.
being a dick.
Yep.
You'll be like, motherfucker, like this didn't work out.
You need to talk to the management side of AI so that it can talk to this the entry
Yeah.
level AI.
Well, and it was, you know, to Jason's point, he made a Discord is, yeah, you do actually need to understand the code, right? Like, because every once in a while you just got to go in there and be like, nope, I just changed this
You
setting.
got to be able to
Like,
Ron Swanson it. I know more than
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
yeah. I want you to only fix this one function. Don't try to rewrite because it just rewrites the whole code every time, which is why it
Yep.
takes so long. All right, so just another example, right, is I was starting to think of an interface I could use for like parametrics. So you could come in here and set up, you know, draw what you want and then just have it create the parametric for it. And some of the rules I put around it were like, hey, I want to be able to drag it, but I want it to be locked in on ortho. So when you drag it with these two icons, it only moves this way, and this one, it only moves this way. Right? And it's locked in on a grid and everything's rounded. So you could configure this however the hell you wanted. And then get the dimensions that you needed from it. And again, just written no code at all. It also supports nudging. So like if you move it with your keyboard,
Yep.
it moves just 1/16th. Just what you want. You can fix your rotation, change all your colors, all of that stuff. So just another example of what you could build with it.
And what were you thinking about this for a parametric? I'm not.
So really in my head, like this was one of the first things that I put into it. I was trying to think of, all right, what is a possible application for an actually complex front end that's not just text input, that's a little bit more complicated, and this is what I came up with. Something like, you know, say we wanted to put together, instead this is an RFI generator, right? It helps you create this sketch real quick, since PDFs are notoriously bad at creating sketches. But you could, you know, you could use it for a whole variety of different things.
Could you have it like import the lines from a PDF into this and then it create it?
Absolutely.
If they're vector, right?
Yes, yes. If they are a vector PDF. To do it with a raster PDF is a much more complicated process, but also could be accomplished, but it would with shittier results. That's my presentation. Questions, comments, ideas?
Could the Firebase Studio be used as like create an app that could automatically merge documents in PDF
Yep.
Exchange?
Absolutely. Yep.
Okay, I'll figure that out.
Scott's be
Good
like, I'm
luck.
gonna make my own fucking Bluebeam studio this weekend, man. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, I need to merge better, so need to do it more often.
A little bit at a time. That's what I found is the most successful is to build the most basic version first and then add on little features to see how it does. One of the really cool things, my favorite feature in Firebase that doesn't exist in some of them, is you see that like it's got this restore button. You can go back to any point along the way. Like if it got lost and started like, it showed up drunk, you can go back to a version that you liked and start over from there.
Mhm.
And that is extremely valuable. I use
You
that
can do
a
that
whole
in
bunch of
Gemini
times.
too, but it's smart of you to do that before too long. Otherwise, you can crash it. Like, because I've gotten in a loop before on a project I was working on to like, okay, do this, and then it creates the base app for me. And I'm like, okay, I want to add this feature, and it'll error out. So I'll say, no, that didn't work. Here's the error. Fix it. And then you get to the loop of trying to fix it, and it keeps erroring, and trying to fix it and keep erroring. Well, pretty soon you're better off starting over because you can't back up enough to
Yeah.
recapture it.
I wonder if it ever finished that podcast. Oh, it did.
Oh boy.
Bridges. Can we do it in Dwayne's voice?
Yeah. You guys won't be...
18
Let's
minutes.
see. I gotta share audio now.
That
Okay,
is
let's,
creepy.
if you are preparing for a
It's
massive
not.
building project, or maybe you just wonder how those huge steel beams, the ones holding up skyscrapers and bridges. Well, this is
Why
That
does it
is-
have personality ticks?
Hey,
That's
we're
so
very
funny.
It's crazy.
we're talking about
That's
the
crazy.
management system, QMS of a
I will be
structure
doing a
that
podcast for
we've got
something
the
to be like,
actual
hey, honey, look, I need this.
quality assurance
Podcast talk about how great this is. Let me buy a car.
AISC standard for certification.
Oh, there we go. I had
Yeah,
me logged in.
Fucking wow.
Looking at
It's so good. It's kind of scary.
our mission
Yeah.
is about what they do.
Wow.
It's really about how they work.
How do you talk to it?
And that's just off of that subject
Yeah.
matter. But that's
Okay, let's
wild.
oh hey, our listener wants to join in.
Our listener wants to join in. It
What?
says, hey, guys, tell me about the AIC manual. Join.
Oh, our listeners got something to share. Let's hear it.
Crazy.
Hello. I don't think you're right about that.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Are you correct about the bridges? No, it's not working.
Yep, go on.
It's trying to be friendly with you. It does not have the patience.
Tell us more about
Try
how
it.
we're wrong, Paul.
Spit it out.
Right?
I wonder if you could customize it to treat you like a fabricator would. Like be really antagonistic. Assume I'm an idiot.
Give it a Northeast accent.
Now we're just fighting with it.
Right.
The
Pose
steel
your
will not work.
context as an Albanian.
Could you make the assumptions that a
Oddly
small child
specific
would
there,
like and
Jason.
then be insistent that you're right?
Isn't that AI in the first place?
I have to hit the video overview. I'm just desperately curious to see what it comes up with. But yeah, so that's AI. There's a lot of opportunities for you. And so if you wanted to interact with SDS2, what I recommend is to, but then instead have it write an app that just generates output that's formatted in a way that you can just import it into SDS2. Like, hey, here's the material files. Here's like, I need you to create an angle from XYZ1 to XYZ2. And then here's a list of all of those materials as opposed to trying to get it to interact with actual SDS2 because it's just really, really poorly documented.
Okay, so just a simple, well, what should be a relatively simple application of that.
Mhm.
I want a tool to create the returns on a switchback transition, right? Is there a tool, is there a parametric somewhere that I can click on the for development, of course, where I can click on the drop leg of the upper stair and the return leg of the lower stair and have it give me the coordinates that I want it to connect.
Yeah, so what you would do then is you would tell
Oh,
it to
actually, not the
generate
coordinates, but the attributes of those. Yeah.
yeah. So what I would generate, and that IFC visualizer is an example of that, right? You write the parametric in SDS2 to export the IFC of the members that you pick,
Okay.
and then you pull that IFC into a model view in that Firebase Studio, and then you do your selection right in there, and it's got all of the attributes and the data, and you can interact with it.
Okay.
And then you have it output its own, IFC or whatever the
Right.
hell else.
And then you take the resulting Python code and
Yep.
configure it into a parametric.
Yep. Here's what I want you to do. A really good example of that I've done that I did like 15 years ago is my DXF to SDS2 converter. And
Oh, yep.
yeah, instead of trying to write a thing that would create all the members, it wrote an actual parametric line by line of create a model, create a member, create a member, create a member. So you do the same thing.
For the audio overview, it said check back in a few minutes. This one says this
It's
may
honest.
take a while. Yeah.
And I can't even blame it. That would take me 2 weeks of work. So you take your time. I'm curious if that, when it's done, is going to show like snippets of the PDF. Be like, here's this.
I really expect it to be like conversation with an iron worker.
Deal will not work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, based on the audio, like it's pretty natural, right? Like
it's too natural. It's
they
scary
sound
natural.
like
stealing whiskey.
Right. They sound like terrible people that I would not be friends with, but they they do a really good job of hosting the show.
Yeah.
He's annoying.
This does not sound natural at all.
What a day to be alive.
Yeah. And it's like you could either learn this shit or 5 years from now be the guy, just like we talk about the guys who are using AutoCAD to detail now.
Get
They're
left
like,
behind.
yeah, fuck off. We can't use you. You just didn't keep up.